Yeah. What many people are considered to be the greatest shorts in this entire series right now. The Twins, aka the greatest shorts in Star Wars Visions. We got to it. It's number 3. What Tatooine Rhapsody lacked, this short makes up for it in all of its splendor. And I'm not kidding. You may be thinking, oh, well, he's gonna, this is a joke, isn't it? Nope. It's awesome. Howdy, guys. Welcome back to Star Wars Visions episode recap and review. This time we're talking about the Twins, and oh my gosh, this short. So what's this short about? Well, it's basically the whole First Order trying to clone other people now, trying to revamp the whole Emperor Palpatine thing. Except this is before they cloned Emperor Palpatine, and instead they cloned 2 similar twins, one a guy and one a girl. And they were born in the dark side, but this one kid decides, you know what? The dark side isn't that great. I want to be on the light side. And the girl's like, no, the dark side's where it's at. And so they battle in the stars. And this, ironically, is supposed to take place after The Rise of Skywalker, I guess. If it actually is part of canon. Because the Stormtroopers look like they're from the sequel trilogy rather than before the original trilogy or during the Clone Wars or anything like that. And I gotta say, the Clone Troopers themselves look very simplistic, which is kind of weird because every other character and place looks pretty awesome. I don't understand why the Stormtroopers look so simplistic, but everything else is a lot more complex-ish in design and in character arcs and all that stuff. Stormtroopers, from animation-wise, just looks a little too simplistic for me. But other than that, this is the shorts that everyone has been wanting. Dragon Ball Z Star Wars. This is where it's at. High-poweredness, over 9,000 levels of energy, just toppling over, a huge, gigantic lightsaber, a kid just going light speed and just destroying a Star Destroyer with a gigantic lightsaber. This is it right here, man. I mean, this is stuff people want to see, and they delivered in spades, man. This is it. Normally, I would complain about stuff like, oh, how are they surviving in space with no air? I don't care. This is awesome. It's just celebrate the story. Celebrate this action. And I don't know, part of me is always like, oh, well, this is a little too much like Luke and Vader. I don't care. This is freaking awesome. Character motivations are spectacular. The animation is stellar. This is the garbage people wanted to see. From the kid trying to break away from the Star Destroyer and all that, and him trying to get his sister back over to the light side with him. I mean, it's freaking awesome. And I think it's done perfectly. If this story were to exist, I'm glad it's in this series, because if it was more than its runtime of 14 minutes, it would seem a little bloated. It would seem a little stretched out, a little too paper thin. If it was done too short, then a lot of the character motivations and all that type of stuff would be kind of muddied, be kind of hurried and all that. It is done the perfect runtime, just perfect everything. But the one overarching complaint, and I know people are going to be bad-mouthing me for saying this, but the one overarching complaint I have about this short is that it might be just frosting and not necessarily cake. a little too much frosting and not a lot of cake. But you know what? I don't care. I like frosting. This thing's freaking awesome. I don't care. Everyone online seems to agree with me on this. In fact, you know what? I haven't seen a lot of people say that this short is garbage. I've seen a lot of people say this short is either fan-frickin-tastic to great. I haven't seen anything else other than lower than great. So, yes, good job, great job, fantastic stuff. In fact, you know what? I would dare say I would see a whole series based on this show, this one little shorts. Would it be a lot? I don't know. Maybe it is, but I have seen this show now twice, and this is my second favorite. This is just barely underneath my absolute favorite shorts in this entire show. And I gotta say, if this is my second favorite, just wait until you get to my favorite, which is coming up on the next episode. So, what did you guys think of this episode? Do you think it rocked? Do you think it sucked? Did it remind you of Dragon Ball Z? Comment, let me know, subscribe, ring that bell. More content come your way. And hey, take care, guys.